Shalom, and first and foremost, I'm gonna start off giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the hopeful elect that teaches truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And I'm about to just get in straight to scriptures. You know, this Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So what's this saying? When you in this truth, you gotta prepare yourself for temptation. You gotta prepare yourself for all these things that's gonna come up to you. You know, this not no easy thing. You know, this ain't no thing where you just read the Bible, teach, and just live about your day. You know, living in the house of mirth. No, we supposed to be mourning. We supposed to be mourning because we supposed to be suffering here. We came over here under a curse, and on top of that, 2/3 of our people don't listen. You know, they wicked as fuck. They want to live here for joy, you know. They still want to live in Egypt, man. They don't want to wake up to the truth, you know. That's why we in the house of mourning, because we got all this wisdom, you know. And fools are in the house of mirth, you know. But let me keep going. This verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And that word endure means to suffer through something. So it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. So we gotta set our heart right, set our mind right, you know, and constantly endure, constantly suffer through our trials and tribulations. You know, the scriptures say, you shall have much tribulation to enter the kingdom, roughly paraphrasing, you know, and we gotta go through all this suffering, you know, we gotta suffer like Yahweh did. I think that's in Peter's or something. But it say, and make not haste in the time of trouble. So this saying, if we get our mind right now and suffer now, when Jacob's trouble come, you know, we go make it through that shit, Lord willing. You know, the Lord go have our back. You know, cause we been through all this hell. We going through our spiritual Jacob's trouble right now. So when it actually happen, it's gonna be, you know, like it was usual. You know, I do wrestling, and like in the world when I did it, the coach said it's better to get fucked up now during practice in front of the brothers than getting fucked up out there on that mat. And you know, and right now we doing our spiritual workout. You know, we getting fucked up now in front of the brothers. You know, and we living a living sacrifice going to camp. But when we get on that spiritual wrestling mat, you know, and when Jacob's trouble come, it ain't gonna be shit, you know, because we've been through it. So even if we do get fucked up with something, we go endure through that shit, Lord willing, because we've been going through it so much, you know, what we got to lose, you know. Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away. So cleave unto the Lord, you know, stay with him and don't leave his way, you know, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So if we stay with him now, endure, you know, we go be increased, we go be on a whole nother level, you know, when that time come, you know. Verse 4, whosoever is brought upon thee, take carefully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So look, the Lord go try you, man. It might be brothers that got money or something, or that got a girl or something. He might make it, you know, you lose all your money, you lose your house, you lose your girl, you know, he go try you with stuff, man. And you gotta just to test you, see if you go still be down with him, you know. And you can't get offended like that. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. So he gonna try us like gold. You know, when you pick gold through a fire, it still be the same. You know, that's how he trying us through the spiritual fire. You know, and you can find that in Zechariah chapter 13, verse 9. But yeah, I got another verse. You know, this one of my favorite verses. This Matthew chapter 10, verse 35. So this is how it's speaking. It say, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother. So he's saying he's sending men to be against their father and sending daughters to be against their mother, you know, and daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, you know. So he's saying he in the verse before that he said, "Think not I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." You know, that's the verse before, but the point is, he not with that peace shit, you know. The scriptures also say the Lord is a man of war, you know. He likes seeing that war shit, you know, and he breaking up, you know, he breaking up these families, cause you know they not in the truth, you know. He only dealing with the men of the Lord, you know. He chose us out of the world. The scriptures say, you know. And they hated him before they hated us. That's why he chose us. You know. Verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own enemy. So this one of my favorite verses. But this saying a man's foes means enemy shall be they of his own household. So a man's foe shall be they of his own household, you know. Verse this not Matthew chapter 10 verse 36. You know, he dealing with the house. He you know, and this could be your physical household, you know, or you know this could be, you don't have to be your actual physical household. It could be Israel, period, because we all a household. We all a house of Jacob, you know. But because you know 2/3 is against the 1/3, against the elect, you know. So we are enemies in our household, you know. But he said he breaking up daughters and mothers and fathers and sons. You know that's just prophecy. It's supposed to be like that, you know. Verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. So it's saying if you love your father or mother more than Yahweh Shai, you're not worthy of him. And he that love or Yahweh, he that loveth son or daughter or more than me is not worthy of me. So he's saying if you love your family member or somebody in your family member more than the Most High, Yahweh Bashun, Yahweh Shah, you know you're not worthy of him, man. You can't deal with them, man, because they come first, man. They created you, man. And and on top of that, your family members, they could be demons, you know. Back then, they could be at 2/3. They could have been the one who killed got Yahweh Shah killed. They could have been the ones who built that molten calf back in the Egypt time. You know, you don't know who they is, but you putting them above the Most High. You could be putting a demon above the Most High. You know. And I'm just saying, like, people that's not in the truth versus people in the truth breaking up family. Cause like you might have, say you have a brother that's in the truth or something, you know, a demon, you know, demons might fuck with you, might have y'all make some type of beef, but you know that's just a part of your lot. You know, you gotta work that out. I'm talking about someone that's your family that's in the truth and that's not in the truth. You know, and family, I mean Israel as a whole as a family. You know. Um, I'm gonna close it out with this Revelations chapter 21 verse 4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and these shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So yeah, you know, the Most High go wipe away all them sorrows, you know, that we went through, all the trials and tribulations we went through. We ain't gonna have to go through none of that again. That's why we going through it now, so we won't have to go through it again. You know, that's why we got going through preparing ourselves for our temptation now. Going through our sorrow now, because at the end we won't have to go through that. Like I said back in Sirach, go through it now. You won't have to go through it later. We, we wouldn't. And it's about for Israel, man. The covenant was only made for Israel, man. Us, man. But yeah, man, you just gotta be on your stuff now, And another thing too, you can't get glory without the suffering, Cause the Most High's elect, they special, and if you ain't been through nothing, you ain't been through shit. How could the Most High show His glory through you, or like I'm saying, or how could people say like, dang, they're elect cold if they ain't been through shit? You feel me? Like I'm saying, you like already say we never went in the flesh, from the beginning. We never went in the flesh. We never experienced that. We was just the elect. We had spiritual power. We live all the way to now and past forever. What's on? Wait, so what? Okay, I see the elect. What about them? Like, they don't really have nothing. They ain't do anything for real. You feel me? We gotta suffer. We suffering for the Most High, so He could give us that glory. We had to go in the flesh, so He could give us that glory. Even though we fucked up, but we still going through it now, and we at the end of it now. So we about to finally get our glory that we've been waiting for since the beginning. But we gotta suffer through it. We gotta suffer to get it. We gotta win that prize. We gotta run to the end of that track. With full speed. And don't stop. But when we get there, we ain't gonna have to go through none of this no more, man, because we already went through it. And that's what make the elect cold, because the elect been prophets since the beginning, since Adam time, prophesying, all the way to now, and through all the kingdoms. They made it through all them kingdoms, all the way through this kingdom. The elect even came. How wicked this kingdom is, how shit just is here. The elect still came out and taught here. Still came out of this world, this wicked generation. That's like that's what made the elect cold. Like you really can't mess with the elect, because they been through all the kingdoms, even the wickedest one, and still made it, still teaching. Like, it's a miracle how, if I'm a part of that, or one of the brothers is a part of that, even if we not, it's a miracle how we came out of this just to teach this, But yeah, man, I hope this video was edifying, and with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the hopeful elect that teach the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.